Hi, I'm Vive, and the title of my Hypertalk is Games Would Do Anything for Love, but They Won't Do That. Please stop trying to make them do that. As a lifelong player turned game designer, it's fair to say I love video games. I love how they engage and challenge the player in ways that are totally unique to other visual and sometimes interactive art forms like film and literature. Rather than passively projecting ourselves onto protagonists, we're often invited to manipulate in ostensibly controlled characters, creating a seemingly more intense and immersive connection. But before we've begun to fully recognize the myriad feels games can elicit, some have skipped right ahead to an intense, even inaccessible feel, insisting it become the goal for players and the standard for designers alike. Empathy. And empathy is a big deal. It's more than sadness or relatability or even sympathy. It is the act of deeply understanding another human being's experience as your own, an incredibly intimate connection that cannot be simulated no matter how deeply you respect or strive to understand one's experience. There are plenty of games that invite you into the world of difficult and marginalized experiences, but playing through those experiences as an outsider, no matter how immersive, is not an analog for empathy. Empathy is the outcome of shared lived experience or years of work that isn't even accessible across all relationship vectors. What I mean is, if you wish to feel empathy for, say, a trans person, and you're not trans yourself, no matter how much you listen, observe, and respect their experiences, the most you can ever feel is solidarity for their circumstances. Unless you're trans, you can never really know what it's like to be trans. But that's okay. You don't need to empathize with someone in order to offer patience, acceptance, and support, and those do wonders in the pursuit for safety and equality for all. Interestingly, claims that games can be used to teach empathy aren't made of any other artistic medium, but if we were to apply them to, say, fine art, perhaps it would be clear just how misdirected empathy as an experiential pursuit through games is. After Vincent van Gogh's beautiful artwork and tragic story gained widespread recognition, people didn't look at this and think, wow, looking at this, I totally understand what living with untreated mental illness and depression is like. No. They saw deeply moving depictions of the beauty in the world, made all the more affecting as they were seen through the eyes of an artist who suffered an often painful existence in it. And that's where empathy misses the point. Claiming that any work of art can function as a stand-in for self-reflection is quite frankly lazy and undermines players eager for diverse stories and games and the courageous and talented individuals who make them, like a lot of you. Further, it misses the point of play. Games offer us room to experiment, fuck up, and let go, and difficult content still offers those possibilities. Pigeonholing them as life lessons diminishes the potential for play. And more than empathy, games can offer agency, even a manufactured one. And that experience is one many players and creators are lacking in society and desperately need, even if just through play. So all I ask is you approach games with the same allowance for nuance and appreciation you would offer to none other than Vincent van Gogh. And if you want an interactive experience that ends with the possibility of empathy, maybe try connecting with one of us face-to-face sometime. I promise you it's worth it.